A fantastic show, and we are
All right, can
ready
I lodge
to go.
a complaint?
Yeah.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm watching the rest of the president's speech in New Mexico last night. I wanted to see the ending. You cut to your debate early, and it was just at the end. Sorry. I love watching your show, too.
Is that the White House speaking, or is that you?
No, that's Sean Hannity speaking. I went down to watch the rest of it.
I couldn't tell. I'm just teasing you.
Really?
I'm just teasing.
Well, the point is, we were right at the crescendo.
Well,
imagine a great work of Bach or Mozart, and then
got it.
You know, you're about to crescendo.
I'll take that. You know what we used to say in the courtroom? I'll take that under advisement.
Good.
But I got an idea.
Great show.
You handle your hour. I'll handle my hour.
Now Laura's going to take it personally.
Don't try to boss me around in my hour, Hannity. I don't boss you around in yours.
I was.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I was watching, and it was 3 minutes left in the speech. I had to find it online.
We love the president's speeches, but he had hit all the points, the new points that we wanted to get across, and we had a fantastic panel to dissect what we're going to talk about
Laura,
now.
You always have a great show.
Do you know how fanatically pro-Trump you have to be for Laura Ingraham to call you out? And I never thought I'd say this, but she was right, literally suggesting that it was the White House speaking and not Hannity, as if there's any difference. And I wish I was being facetious, but Hannity has blurred the line so much between news host and sycophant that it's basically non-existent. Hannity was the subject of a bombshell court hearing about Trump's former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, in which he was revealed as his secret client. Hannity and Trump had the same lawyer, and all this time that a supposed newsman and the president, whom he covers on his channel, shared the same attorney and even reported on him, Hannity never thought to disclose that minor conflict of interest on air. Hannity and Trump famously speak on the phone at night before bed, which must really annoy Right. In fact, Hannity is such a serious, legitimate reporter that he literally went on stage at a rally for Trump.
Sean Hannity, come on up, Sean Hannity. By the way, all those people in the back are fake news.
So balanced, the guy could walk a tightrope over the Grand Canyon. And by the way, this must have been the Mozart moment that Hannity was referring to from Trump's rally the night before.
He happens to be Hispanic, but I've never quite figured it out because he looks more like a wasp than I do. What do you like more, the country or the Hispanics? He says the country, I don't know. I may have to go for the Hispanics, to be honest with you. We got a lot of Hispanics.
Or perhaps it was this work of art.
They took away our light bulb. I want an incandescent light. I want to look better, okay. I want to pay less money to look better. Does that make sense? You pay much less money and you look much better. And on top of that, with the new bulbs, if they break, it's considered a hazardous waste site. It's all gases inside. And you're supposed to bring it back to where you bought it in a sealed container. Give me a break.
Or maybe it was this.
Every major, that's a nasty fly. I don't like those suckers. I don't know about you in New Mexico, but I'm not into flies or mosquitoes.
It's like if a Warhol was words. And I know it's easy to criticize Hannity because of his obvious partisanship, but the obvious truth is that millions of Americans do view his show as real news. Because while he might not claim outright to be a real journalist, he does have a primetime show in a studio wearing a suit, talking politics, sometimes with the President of the United States himself, behind a logo that literally has the word news in it. And this is all by design. Fox will trot out a few straight news anchors like Chris Wallace and Shep Smith in less watched time slots to give themselves an out when accused of being the propaganda network that they are. But that's precisely why Trump likes them. Fox News essentially operates as state TV for the White House, and it's mutually beneficial. Their hosts give him positive coverage, and he rewards them with access and interviews and tweets that often read like a TV guide. He promotes their anchor's book so he can help them make a quick buck because when it all comes down to it, it is all dollars and cents with him. Trump isn't looking for accurate coverage or critical coverage, he's looking for fawning coverage. And Fox News gives him exactly that, which has caused irreparable damage to the integrity of this country's news. By virtue of conservative talking heads posing as journalists, propping up stories that are more akin to Republican talking points than actual news, under the pretense of a legitimate news source, the other networks are forced to give those stories airtime, or else they'll be accused of having a liberal bias. So what we're left with are right-wing conspiracy theories that enter the mainstream. And of course these stories aren't vetted or even worthy of reporting, but because Fox's focus isn't journalistic, but rather political, they do it anyway. And that's why we're forced to endure endless reporting on BS conspiracy theories like Hillary Clinton's emails, like Uranium One, like the migrant caravans which conveniently only seem to pop up during election time, like Obama's tan suit scandal. For all of these, Fox News wills them into legitimacy by reporting on them, and then calling any other media source who doesn't report on them liberal Hollywood elites. So while Fox might enjoy its symbiotic relationship with Trump right now, the damage that it's doing to not only the press, but the country itself cannot be overstated. But if they ever decide that the truth is more important than profiting off of propaganda, they can start by not streaming his rallies, which are nothing more than a barrage of unfiltered lies, because none of it is actually newsworthy. Not the beginning, the middle, or even
the big, beautiful crescendo.